suppose for me, it's the idea that you can come up with an idea, concept, expand on it, in your mind, and model it up, create it in wax, and produce it in bronze. It's something that never existed before. And the amazing thing about it is it's something that you were totally oblivious to just before can suddenly appear in your mind. For me, it's just great. Well, the first thing you have to come up with is a concept, and the concept then has to be brought into existence. So you set up an armature, you weld up some steel, and you pack some packing material onto it, and you get your clay onto it, and get it looking pretty much as you saw it in your mind. You can make a mould, a rubber mould, with a fiberglass backing, and usually a 2-3 piece mould. This then you use to make a wax positive. The wax positive then can be cut up into pieces, invested in ceramic shell. That's dipping and drying. And the shells are burnt out. They're burnt out in the kiln, which leaves a space in the mould where the wax was. And that is the form you want to create in bronze. It's all about what you're going to do. It's not so much what you have done. You always have that feeling that maybe just around the corner there's something really spectacular waiting for you. You just haven't bothered to reach that far, but to reach for it. It's there. It's difficult to know what people think about your work. It's nice to be well thought of, but it's not a prerequisite for the work you do. Luckily enough. Well, it's what I do. I feel more connected to what I am and who I am. I get myself up in the morning, have my porridge and stewed apple. It depends on where I am on the cycle. You see, the creation of a piece of sculpture has a beginning, a middle bit, and an end. So we could be coming towards the end of the piece, or we could be halfway through. Making the molds is probably takes the longest. You've got to model it, and you've got to make the molds. That takes a long time. The actual burnout and pour and creation of the piece in bronze is relatively fast. No, I don't think living in Dublin made any difference at all, no, because this is something outside space and time, really, art and sculpture, for me anyway. It is a little bit lonely down here now. People call in to me from time to time, but I'm quite happy working away on my own, yeah. Gabaile dia Erantiran. That means God direct the metal when I'm doing the pour. It's if you call that a ritual, that's what I do. Not that I'm particularly religious. It's just I like to connect with tradition that went before. To be appreciated. Some people absolutely love the work. Other people they simply can take it or leave it. It means nothing to them. But it depends on perception, and there are definitely different kinds of people on this planet.
Far so good.
You pour your molten bronze in, clean them up, you weld them all together, and you can do a 50-foot piece of sculpture simply by welding together all the pieces, chasing them, patinating them, and getting a nice patina on. Where will I be in a few years? Well, I hope I'll still be around. You never know, it might be. But if I am, I hope I'll still be doing the same thing. I would prefer to be 25 and doing this, but I'm not. It really is a nice feeling to be driving back after a really hard day, good production, and when things went pretty good. Now that's probably the best feeling you can get, when you're kind of winning,